Platelets are small cells that drift through our bloodstream and help stop our bleeding. If one of your blood vessels gets damaged, it sends out signals to the platelets. The platelets then rush to the site of damage. They arrive at the site and grow sticky tentacles called adhere, that help them latch onto each other. Then they send out a kind of SOS signal out throughout the body, which attracts other platelets to form the clot. The platelets jump onto each other in a process called aggregation.
The platelet can be divided into 4 zones. First we have the peripheral zone, which is rich in glycoproteins required for platelet adhesion, activation, and aggregation. Then further inward we have the structural zone, which is rich in microtubules and microfilaments, allowing the platelets to maintain their circular shape. We then have the organelle zone, which has lots of little platelet granules. A platelet granule is basically little tiny bits and bobs inside of the cell that helps it perform its duty. Then in the center we have the membranous zone. It's just filled with membranes and tubes that release the thromboxane A2, a chemical that is released when the platelet activates.
A piece of equipment that allowed the discovery was the microscope. That meant that we could observe the platelets under close examination and what they do. The microscope was improved over the course of over 5 centuries.
In the 14th century the Italians made the spectacles that allowed us to have a more thorough view on things that are too small to see normally.
Then in 1595, a father and son team created the first microscope ever.
After that, Robert Hooke's famous Micrographia is published in 1667, which outlines Hooke's various studies using the microscope.
Then Anton van Leeuwenhoek discovered bacteria that then led to the discovery of platelets in 1865 by Max Schultz and G. Bizzozero in a study that was devoted to white blood cells. He was taking blood samples from animals and putting them in a dish under a microscope. He discovered that they were the first component of the blood to adhere to damaged blood vessel walls. When he used the microscope to see the blood, he could see 3 things: the red blood cells, the white blood cells and the platelets. He wanted to find out what they did, so he conducted experiments that finally showed him that they mend our body.
Platelets were shown to reduce mortality from hemorrhage in patients with acute leukemia in the 1950s. The use of this therapy has slowly become an essential part of the treatment of cancer, hematological malignancies and marrow failure.
Now more than 1.5 platelet products are sold in America every year and 2.9 million products in the UK.
But even though they can have life-saving effects,
they can spread infections and start serious immune reactions, as they can be
rendered ineffective by your red blood cells' antigens that may refuse the foreign platelets. In summary, platelets are extremely vital for our health because of its role. If we had no platelets, we wouldn't have a way for our body to manually heal itself.
Ha 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 ha. Wow. That was epic. Make sure you smash that like button for more epic videos. And make sure that you enter my gift card giveaway before I run out of them. And remember to destroy that subscribe button and annihilate the notification bell. See you in the next one.